I think we need to talk about Alex Jones again. G'day guys, this is Holy Critics signing in once again. And I admit that I have been away for a while, just taken a short hiatus, got myself a green screen, and I thought now is the time to make a comeback video. But which topic do I want to cover? Who do I want to talk about? Well, Alex Jones is really old faithful to me. He's never let me down. And he's done something spectacularly stupid once again. Just a few months ago, I was talking about how irate he was, talking about some stupid prank call he got with someone imitating a Tucker Carlson voice. But now, he really only has himself to blame, because he challenged Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion Craig Jones, an Aussie, to choke him out. Just, kill a few more of his brain cells, if he's got any left, that is. I am going to show you his reaction when he arouses. Let's put it like that. And it kind of confirms what we already know. And that is, this dude's like friggin' barbarian. You'll see what I mean in a minute, but I'll just read a little bit of this article and then I'll show you the aftermath. Alex pleaded with Craig to perform the powerful martial arts move on him while appearing on Craig's El Segundo podcast. Acting out what would be the real-life fantasy of many of Alex's critics, Craig tightly gripped the radio host's neck, sending his eyes rolling into the back of his head and turning his face red. It's been a dream of Alex's to be choked out by a world champion fighter ever since he was denied the pleasure of it in 2019 while appearing on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast with Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo wouldn't do it. Come choke me out. Of course he wouldn't do it. He's not stupid enough to do it, Alex. You're likely to drop dead from something like that. Do you understand how much your heart is under pressure? Just look at the state of Alex. Look how thick his neck is. The man is just begging for a coronary. And yet, he wants to play Russian roulette. It's not like he hasn't got a little kid at home, your little toddler, a new wife. No, he's got a death wish, to be honest with you. And I guess I owe you guys the pleasure of watching him, I guess is what he looks like when he gets up in the morning. When the alarm clock blows, this is what Alex Jones responds with. And I can't show the full video because YouTube community guidelines, but he's not being choked here. He's just waking up. Have a little listen to Alex in his natural environment, his natural habitat.
What? What I just do? What was I just doing?
You were growling like a gorilla. That's what you were doing. And now you're like a child who just found out he's in trouble.
Check you out. You're back there.
Oh, to actually pass out?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
The video comes just a month after Alex was made to swallow yet another bitter pill. After his personal spending was outed, outraging families trying to collect $1.5 billion in judgments against him for the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, which he called a hoax, of course, as you guys already know. Despite the revelation, the InfoWars host showed little remorse and doubled down on his expenditures, saying that he's not doing anything wrong. If anything, I like going to nice restaurants. That is my deal, he said while urging his followers to donate money for his legal expenses. Curious. I like to go on a couple of nice vacations a year, but I think I pretty much have earned that in this fight. His total personal expenses for July topped $93,000. Most people don't earn $93,000 in an entire friggin' year, but apparently that's just a month for him. Up from nearly 75 grand in April, not including legal fees and other costs for his court cases, according to bankruptcy filings. The conspiracy theorist and InfoWars host has been paying his wife, Erica Wolf Jones, 15 grand a month, according to the most recent spending report he filed in his bankruptcy case. Those two things don't quite jive together. Paying your wife 15 grand and then filing for bankruptcy? How does that work? Jones said that they're required under a prenuptial agreement. Prenuptial agreement. I thought that was kind of like to avoid paying your wife. I thought that's kind of what it's about, you know, divorce and all that. No, you're just paying her 15 grand before the divorce ever comes down. You giving her a life raft, Alex? Is she going to jump ship soon? In July, Jones spent $7,900 on housekeeping. What, alone? How many houses has he got? Dished out more than $6,300 for meals and entertainment, not including groceries, which total $3,400 or roughly $850 per week. Well, I gotta say, you can see the money is well spent on that, because, I mean, just look at the guy. I won't elaborate any further. I don't want to body shame. A second home, his Texas lake house, cost him nearly $6,700 that month, including maintenance and property taxes. But he's bankrupt. Meanwhile, his vehicles and boats cost another $5,600, including insurance, maintenance, and fuel. Well, I guess you could blame Joe Biden for that one. But just that one alone. It is disturbing that Alex Jones continues to spend money on excessive household expenditures and his extravagant lifestyle, when that money rightfully belongs to the families he spent years tormenting, said Christopher Mattei, a Connecticut lawyer for the families. The families are increasingly concerned and will continue to contest these matters in court. In an August 29 court filing, the lawyers for the families said that if Jones doesn't reduce his personal expenses to a reasonable level, they will ask the judge to bar him from further waste of estate assets, appoint a trustee to oversee his spending, or dismiss the bankruptcy case. Okay then. You think that would have already been proven, but I guess they've got to keep convincing the judge that he does have money to spend. Who would have thought? Sandy Hook families won nearly $1.5 billion in judgments against Jones last year in lawsuits over repeated promotion of the false theory that the school shooting that killed 20 first graders and 6 educators in Newtown, Connecticut never happened. Relatives of the victims testified at the trials about being harassed and threatened by Jones's believers. I don't know if he's got believers. He's got followers, but I don't know if he's got believers. You know what I mean? Who sent threats and even confronted the grieving families in person, accusing them of being crisis actors whose children never existed. Wow, you've got to be a heartless son of a bitch to do that to somebody. Collecting the astronomical sum has proven to be an uphill battle, When Jones filed for bankruptcy, it put a hold on the family's efforts to collect the $1.5 billion in state courts as a federal bankruptcy court judge decides how much money Jones can actually pay his creditors. I don't know. I guess a hell of a lot. Maybe not 1.5 billion lot, but, you know, a few $100,000 a year. That could help, couldn't it? Might take him 200 years to pay off, but, you know, better than nothing, right? Lawyers for the families have said in court that it has been difficult for them to track Jones's finances because of the numerous companies he owns and multiple deals among those corporate entities. Meanwhile, Jones is still broadcasting as he and his media company, Free Speech Systems, are seeking court approval for a new contract. This would pay him $1.5 million a year plus incentive bonuses. What? So he can claim another mass shooting as a hoax. Up from his current $520,000 a year salary. Jeez. He must have earned that pay rise, guys. 3 times. God, he must be really raking in the money for InfoWars. The company has also filed for bankruptcy protection last year. On InfoWars, Jones said Tuesday that he is more than $1 million in debt. No, you're $1.5 billion in debt. That's $1,500 million. That's how much you're in debt. And if he gets the salary increase, he said, he would be left with about $300,000 a year after paying legal bills. Jeez. He'll be out on the street in no time. You're punching above your weight, Alex. With all my expenses and things, that's nothing, he said. Yeah, that's true. That's the one true thing he said in this article. I don't care about that. I'm wearing a shirt I bought like 8 years ago, and I love it to death. But you're paying almost $8,000 a month in housekeeping, but you're wearing an 8-year-old shirt. That adds up. Financial documents filed by Jones and his bankruptcy lawyers say his personal net worth is around $14 million. Jones had nearly $800,000 in his bank accounts on July 31st. Free Speech Systems, meanwhile, continues to rake in cash from the sale of nutritional supplements, brain pills, survival supplies, and other merchandise that Jones hawks on InfoWars. According to Jones's financial reports, he brought in nearly $2.5 million in revenue in July alone. The company's expenses totaled about $2.4 million that month. Geez, they're just barely breaking even, it seems. God, it's tough business these days. Meanwhile, some of the Sandy Hook families have another pending lawsuit claiming Jones hid millions of dollars in an attempt to protect his wealth. One of Jones's lawyers has called his allegations ridiculous. Jones has been appealing the $1.5 billion lawsuit awards against him. Sat for a deposition in his bankruptcy case Tuesday and Wednesday in his hometown of Austin, Texas, where InfoWars is based. On his show Tuesday, he denied any financial wrongdoing. I'm not Lex Luthor, even though I've shaved all my hair off. I'm about halfway there. When it comes to finances and life, he said, I'm just a straight up guy. I'm a do-good in Mayberry. RFD. What is that? Please tell me in the comments, what's a Mayberry RFD? Well, all's well that ends well. Maybe he wishes that chokehold finished him off. You know, the old saying goes, it's better to burn out than fade away. And you know, Alex Jones strikes me as the kind of guy that won't see old age. His heart's going to give out long before he gets grey hairs all over his body. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little comeback. I'm currently working on quite an epic video on Stephen King. I'm going to rate every single movie ever adapted from his works. It's going to be a monumental project for me. So if you want to stick around, you've got something waiting for you in store. If you want to watch any more of my videos on Alex Jones, you can check out the videos on the right of screen or the left of screen or whichever direction your head is facing. And please press the notifications button because there is going to be more videos coming your way very soon. That's enough from me. This is Holy Critic signing out.